Do y'all think Joel Embiid can like take that I'm the best player in the Eastern Conference role from Giannis this season?
He
Regular
could
season,
actually
sure.
be the best. He could actually be the best player in the league.
No, we
To
can't.
be honest with you,
I'm not doing this. I think I'm
Yeah.
chill. I'm not going that far. That's what I'm
sorry.
saying. Like, we're
He
doing
could
too
be the-
much.
he could
No,
be
he
the
can't
best
chill.
player.
If you
He
can't
could be
pass
the
out of a
best-
double team, you can't.
could-
He can't play make.
Yo,
He can.
bro.
He can play. Okay. He can play make. He might not be able to. He might
He
not. be able
cannot
to
play make. Chill. He
might
has a
not be-
negative
He
assist to
might
turnover
not be
ratio in
able.
the
He might
playoffs.
not be able to pass like Joker.
He has a
100%.
negative assist to
He might-
turnover ratio in the playoffs.
And with that being said, he's actually gotten better. He's actually gotten better at that.
Because Nick
Playing
Nurse
with
put
Nick
him in
Nurse,
a connected
biggest-
passer role, he's a better
Yes.
passer now.
Yes,
Even
that's the
though
idea.
he turned the ball over still at a similar rate because
not at
he
a
can't.
similar
What do you
rate.
mean? He averaged 3.8 turnovers a game last year, I believe.
And how many turnovers did Joker average?
Okay, just to be clear about this, like I'm about to cook you real here, but this is a professional friend cook. This isn't a mean cook. Joker averaged 100 and what? 1 passes per game on like 3.2 turnovers per game, as opposed to Embiid less than 60.
Okay,
Whatever
So
it
he
is
passed-
on
so he passed-
3.8.
So he passed the ball more. Sure, he passed the ball more. But
That's what I'm saying. Patrick Mahomes has 10 interceptions, has 10 interceptions, but Brock Purdy has 10. Therefore, that's the same.
With him passing.
You're a 49ers fan. You know what that means.
With him, I do know what that means. With him passing the ball more, right? With him passing the ball more, he's got the ball in his hands more. Joel Embiid playing in Philly, passing the ball more with that crew, with the way that offense is. How much better has he been in the past than what he is now? I mean, how much better has he been now than what he is in the past? Because before he was primarily a one-on-one player. The offense changed, which means that now he's got to look to pass a little bit more. And with him looking to pass a little bit more, he's not nearly as bad as what he was in the past. He has to process the offense.
In the playoffs, he still is the same.
He doesn't process the offense like Joker does. I won't argue that. No, he doesn't.
And he got cooked. He's getting cooked in space on defense, by the way. So your whole defense thing goes out the window too if he's not around the rim. He did worse. He was a worse defender this year. Do the injury. Only do the injury.
That's my whole.
But that's a part of it though. He's old. He's worn. We're the same age, chill. I tried to play basketball the other night after the first time in months, chill, and I was gassed after the third game. I just ain't the same. You age.
But Joel Embiid is he washed at 30 years old?
No, I didn't say he was washed. He never heard me say that. I think
said
he's the top 4 player in the league.
You just said he was washed. The point is that John, I think he could be the best player in the league, but I think he's made a go.
Now you want to talk to John. So see what you're doing, John?
I'm talking to you too, Swiper. I think he could be the best player in the league. I just think he's made of glass. That's all. I don't think he's going to be able to hold up.
What would he have to do to be better than Giannis? Can you tell me what he needs to do to be better than Giannis first?
Hold up.
That's it.
Hold up.
That's it.
Hold up. That's it. Hold up.
Okay. So injuries don't exist.
Apparently they don't.
Disappeared. I'm just saying no. Hypothetical world. Injuries don't exist. We've just removed injuries from the equation of life. Is Joel Embiid the second best player in the world?
If he's not injured,
injuries don't exist for anyone. No one's hurt. No one ever gets hurt. Is Joel Embiid the second best player in the world?
I think he is, Mars. I think he is.
So what does he do? Wait, just to be clear, what does he do in a playoff setting better than Giannis? I really genuinely want to know.
Oh, he's got a
when he's healthy.
When he's so again, we're talking about. We're talking.
Was he always hurt versus Al Horford? Just to be clear.
In 22, he was hurt. In
21, he was 21, he was hurt too. So, yeah. But we're talking about no injuries. Okay, so he's got a better mid-range game. I think he's a better rebounder. I think he's a better interior defender. I think he's a better interior defender. I think overall he's a better overall scorer than Giannis. Overall.
What is overall 100%. Scoring? What's overall scoring?
Okay, so he shoots the 3 ball better than Giannis. He shoots the mid-range better than Giannis. He's better in the mid-post than Giannis. I think Giannis is better in transition. I'll give you that. Around the rim, I think Joel Embiid is just as good.
No, he is not. Please stop it. Please stop. This is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all just get the capping when y'all want to put takes out there.
Don't pluralize this. Only one person said it.
That man Giannis had like 500 attempts at the rim on 82% conversion. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Chill. What are you talking about? You just be yapping. That's what I said. Name me something. You said jump shot. That's fine. Then you started bringing up rim stuff just to make your point.
All he's doing is yelling. That's all he's doing is yelling. May I finish, please?
Go ahead, Shield. Go ahead.
Please, may I finish, please? So Joel Embiid around. Don't get me wrong. Giannis, what did he finish? Like 80% around the rim, and he shoots because he gets to the rim more than Joel Embiid. What does Joel Embiid finish when he's at the rim? What is Joel Embiid's numbers when he's at the rim?
Like 68, 72%? I don't know, but it's nowhere near 82.
Can we get to the bottom of that?
From 0 to 3 feet this past year, Joel Embiid was at 75%. Last
year, not 82% on.
In 2023, he was at 81%.
81%. So he's just as good a finisher.
No, he's
when he.
Hey, the numbers are the numbers, man.
That's what you just went off for, Swiper. You just told me the numbers. You just said the numbers. Mars just told me the year that he won the league MVP.
Chill.
He was
Kevin? Wait, hold on. Chill.
No, you hold on. At 81%.
How do you think you're talking to? That's for damn sure.
To you because you scream at me. So now you want this. Now you want to fight, and then now you tell me to be quiet. So you be quiet and listen. So a dude at 81% around the rim, but then you just bring up Giannis being 82% around the rim. This dude, Joel Embiid, he might not shoot as much as Giannis does around the rim, but when he does shoot around the rim, 81% to 82%, I'm just as good around the rim as you are. Just as good. Giannis gets to the rim. Why? The reason why Giannis gets to the rim, because he doesn't have the mid-range game that I have. He doesn't shoot the long ball the way I do. He doesn't shoot the way I do. That's why he has to get to the rim. I shoot it that way. In addition to me shooting it that way, I'm just as good around the rim. That's why I'm the better offense. That's why
he's a much worse playoff scorer, even though he has a better jump shot. Oh, it's just the injuries, though. I just want to be clear.
No,
so you're saying
it's
only the injuries.
Yes,
more than injuries, but they are a part of it.
Injuries
so Giannis. So do you think? Let me compare those percentages. Do you think that Jokic and I'm not done. I'm not even yelling anymore. I'm speaking to you normally.
You brought it up.
I'm speaking to you normally. Well, I'm going to continue. I'm going to ask you a question.
Continue, sir.
Well, you don't have to give me permission. I'm going to give myself permission. Do you think that Jokic and Durant are the same level of mid-range scorers?
Do I think Jokic and Durant are the same level of mid-range?
They shoot very similar percentages from mid-range.
Percentages are higher.
But how about the volume?
Well, that's what I'm. No, their percentages are near.
Is that where you're going?
Their percentages are the same, basically. So, like, is Jokic, because of that, just as good of a mid-range scorer than Giannis, than Kevin Durant? I'm talking about like 8 to 12 feet. 8 to 12, not the Florida range.
I think Kevin Durant is a better mid-range scorer than Joker.
But the numbers say they're the same.
But those two things, this is what you're doing. This
is what I'm doing. That's what you did.
No, this is what you're doing.
That's what you did.
First of all, Joel Embiid is a 5-man. He plays around the basket.
Oh, gosh.
Kevin Durant plays in the mid-range. Joker doesn't play in the mid-range.
Yes, he does.
Nearly as much.
He spends a lot of time in the mid-range.
He doesn't.
He shoots from the mid-range too. But no, we're not. You brought up Embiid shooting 81% from the rim 2 years ago, and then you said they're the same. Look at the percentages. Look at their percentages. 850, 750. That's what you said. And I'm saying in this instance right now, all about the Benjamins. You probably ain't seen the movie. It's the hood classic. I'm saying in this instance right now, between exactly 750. So when you're talking about this instance right now, just because they're shooting the same percentage doesn't mean they're shooting nearly the same. No, but I'm saying, but you bringing up Embiid, Giannis accounts for twice the volume, damn near.
You're the one who said that Giannis is a better finisher around the rim.
He is a much better
of his numbers. That's what you're saying.
And in the play, but chill, even in the playoffs, he's a better
plays around the box.
If Giannis is a better playoff scorer than Joel Embiid. Giannis is a better playoff scorer than Joel Embiid, despite the fact he can't shoot a jumper. Why do you think that is?
One more time. I'm sorry.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a better playoff scorer than Joel Embiid, despite the fact that he cannot shoot jumpers. Why do you think that is?
Because he gets to the rim. That's why.
Okay. So we're then saying that Giannis's transcendent ability to be a finisher and transition in a half court is what makes him him. And so what I'm saying is that if you're saying that Embiid is better than him, so you think Embiid's a better defender?
That's tough. That is tough. I think Embiid is better at the rim. I think he's better around the rim. I think Giannis is better on the perimeter.
So which one's a better defender though?
Overall, I think Giannis is.
So Giannis is a better playmaker, better defender.
Oh,
more. You don't think he's a better playmaker?
Stop right there. Stop right. But keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. I mean, do you think he's a better playmaker?
I think he's a better passer than Joel Embiid.
Is he a better playmaker?
No, I don't. I don't think that.
Then Joe. All right, that's what I'm saying. Right.
You asking me a question? I'm answering your question. No, I don't think that.
What's the best playmaking? Hold on. What's the best playmaking series Joel Embiid's ever had in his career?
Oh, series?
A series.
The best playmaking series.
Remember we had that Rajon Rondo versus Steve Nash thing yesterday, and Nash had the 30 and 12.
It's probably the series he just had against the Knicks. Probably.
No.
Well, what other series does he have that's like a great playmaking series? Because I know a Giannis great playmaking series.
What about Toronto?
No. With the 2022?
Yeah. No. Yes. What about Toronto? When he broke his face, he was awesome against them before he broke his face. They should have swept Toronto.
He's played well in series, but simply playmaking,
better than Giannis.
And what are we talking about when we talking about playmaking?
The same thing we always talk about, Chill.
Creating for your teammates.
Yeah, the same thing we always talk about.
So the fact that Joel Embiid gets doubled and triple team, he passes out of the double. He might not pass out of the double as well as Joker. He might not pass out of the double. He might not pass as well out of the double.
But so does Giannis. He gets doubled all the things. A wall. The wall of China gets built from every series.
Giannis gets doubled on the perimeter as opposed on the block.
But he's still a much better passer than Embiid.
And a lot of Giannis's buckets come from him going to the rim. He doesn't play on the block like Joel Embiid does. So he doesn't have to, in terms of getting on the block, pass out of the double team like that. He's passing out of the double team going downhill.
Why does Embiid have a negative assist to turnover ratio in the playoffs and Giannis doesn't?
Why does he? Because Giannis is better in transition. That's
so
why.
He's a better transition, not in half court?
I think he's better in transition. I think he's
not. Giannis is not a better offensive player in the half court in the playoffs
than Joel Embiid.
Yes.
I don't think so. No.
I've never seen it. I'm telling you, I've never seen a dude like Embiid get this much due in the playoffs for never having an elite scoring series, except for this one versus the Knicks.
But we're having first of all, he was pretty good against Atlanta. But we're having a conversation about no injuries, and you go into.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so
you go into.
I'm asking what he's better than him in.
Yeah, but you go into the playoffs to say, "Oh, he's never done this in the playoffs," but he's been hurt every single time.
No, okay. Well, I asked him earlier, what is he better at? You're right, Mars. Let me get back to the point. Mars is correct. Let's get back.
So let's stay right
here.
You
Judge Mars. Go ahead.
Let's stay right here without injuries. Injuries hamper his ability to score.
John, do you listen to this?
Injuries hamper his ability to score. Injuries hamper his ability to get downhill. Injuries hamper his ability to rebound. If he was able to not have those injuries, he would be a better rebounder. He would be a better scorer. He would be a better defender. He would be all of these things.
Giannis was injured the last two playoff seasons. So
we're talking about injuries being off the table. You brought up a hypothetical.
But even injured, Giannis is still injured, and Giannis is still better at all the things.
Not only did you bring up injuries, you keep bringing up the playoffs when he's injured, when he's hurt.
Okay, chill. Going forward in this hypothetical nihilistic world where there's no true ending to anything.
If Joel Embiid is not injured, if Joel Embiid is not going forward, if I could get an injury-free Joel Embiid, I think he's good enough for them to win the NBA championship. I think he's that good.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.